where would you like to go now?
Surfing the net. Surfing the net.
Well, there's a lot of different stories on how we met, okay, and then who did what and when they did it. But basically, we met about 18, 19 years ago. We used to work for the Associated Press. She used to work in one part of it. I used to work for the. I used to be a teller at the credit union.
There's a whole story. You can tell the.
Now there's a whole story behind it, but long story short.
I bounced the check.
Yeah, she bounced the check at the teller at the credit union. I had to call her to tell her that her check was about to bounce because I didn't want to bounce it.
He finally met me. He stalked me for a few months.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yes, he did. Begged me to go out with him. And
Begged her.
Begged me to go out
On 3
with him.
knees.
Yes, and then one day I got stood up on Valentine's Day. And lo and behold, who should call? So he came over and the rest is history. We wanted the laundromat space to feel like you were coming to our home, like, on a Friday night or Saturday. And Vincent always says laundry's a chore that people don't like doing, but if you make it in a fun environment, then people will want to come. And it's true, people want to come and they want to hang out. We play music, we watch movies here, there are political debates, there are, basketball games, the Oscars, the Grammys, we have, anytime something is happening, we're here and we're enjoying it with our customers who have largely become our friends.
And family.
And family for sure. So, and here's one now.
In New York, everyone's so uptight, everyone's trying to get places or whatever, and this place has been kind of like a meeting spot to meet new people, see who lives in your neighborhood, people that you may, walk by every day, you don't know who they are, but in this laundromat, you seem to kind of have exchanged some type of dialogue, and you strike up a conversation, and there's a new friendship.
We always set out for it to be a laundromat. But the thing is, we just tried to make it different. So what we did was we checked every other laundromat in the neighborhood to see what they were doing, and we tried to do it twice as good. And I think, honestly, I'm proud of what we did. I'm sure she's proud of what we did. At one point, we actually hosted a party called the Dirty Laundry
Mixer.
It was a Dirty Laundry Mixer for all of the neighborhood to come in and pretty much bring their business cards, their headshots, and just explain to the next person what they're doing. And it went really well. We had a host, we had a drummer come in, we had a saxophone player.
We had a whole showcase.
A whole showcase.
Yeah.
And it was all for the community just to meet one another.
It's really an honor for us to actually serve this community, and we're really happy to be here.
I was born in Harlem Hospital. I was raised in Harlem. Actually pretty close, right down the block on 155th Street. I mean, everything about Harlem is just
He
beautiful.
loves the feel of it, the
Everything,
smell
music,
of it.
Everything about Harlem is just incredible. It's like every car, every time you go to a friend's house or something, some music is playing, and it just fills you up with a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? As far as me doing music, I've been doing music for as long as I can remember. My music it's never good enough for me. Hip hop is like my love, my passion. It's what I do. It's like I am hip hop in some weird way. So something else you might not know, I am actually a September 11th survivor. I was working with Morgan Stanley. So I kind of wrote this directly after that. Life is living day by day, making money just to give it away, waking up stressed like the world got your nuts in the clutch, praying to God, not asking for much, receiving much less. You go to church and they say it's a test, and your reward is coming after your death, but death just is. Like spoken words can't be reversed. You can't admit it, but it could be worse. The world keeps spinning. I got the world trade dust in my eyes. The buildings crumble as the sun still rises. It's like give and take. But everybody just keeps taking. So now the balance is broken and everybody's shaking, scared to death, looking up, holding their breath, crying tears into the right and the left. I got a short fuse, cause the world got my children confused. No bad movies, but they watching the news and asking me questions with these big eyes, just waiting for lies. That's when I tell them every day is a lesson, and what you hold sacred, the next man will try to take it. And if he gets it, don't live a life of hatred, try to rebuild. Put your best foot forward and slide. Take your brother man along for the ride. Tell him to trust you. And you might know what trust is, but just know that it just is.